Good morning. This is the pre-market report of 21st April 2022. Now, when we look at how the indexes have traded yesterday, we see that they traded as I had expected, as I had said, that usually after a very volatile trading session, we have a trading session in which there is some sort of calmness. That is what we got yesterday, as post the small gap up in the Nifty. Nifty and Bank Nifty both stayed flat within a box range for the whole trading session, and I believe that box range is now going to play a very key role in today's trading plan. Now, when we look at the American market, yesterday the American market did well. As I said in my Monday's video, the American market was at a very crucial spot and a reversal was needed, and then on Tuesday we managed to get basically the first fresh signs that yes, we're going to have a reversal in American markets. And yesterday we got the reversal to the upside. So now that's a positive sign for the Indian markets. However, today we'll have to look at the index charts in a technical point of view and a quant point of view, because that's just how it is. Plus the Bank Nifty today will be the deciding factor, and it is generally the weaker twin out of the two. So now when we look at the Nifty and Bank Nifty, on a technical basis, that number one, they're below the 200 moving average, that is clear, both of them. But we can see there's way more bullishness in the Nifty than in the Bank Nifty. So now how Bank Nifty should be traded today is, you can take 36,630 as the upper resistance level on a technical basis, and 36,180 as the lower support level of the box range. Now, the two box ranges is trading in. That's box range number one, and the box range number two is from 37,036 to 35,973. So, if Bank Nifty were to fall to 36,183, then we can expect a fall to 35,000, let's say 950, if we give the wick adjustment and everything. After which is the point where we will open for fresh breakdown to the lower side. However, if we trade within that range on the downside, we are still within the box range. So within there we can get a lot of drama going on. On the upside, if we break 36,630, we can go to 37,036. But now that is going to be the top line of the box range, and that is where the Bank Nifty will face a lot of trouble. And then when we come to the Nifty on a technical basis, basically we can take 17,225 as a box range resistance and 17,000 as a box range support. The Nifty is also trading within two box ranges. Then the second box range is between 16,840 and 17,300. So basically, if we break 17,225, on the upside we'll go towards 17,300, we will face the next major hurdle. On the downside, if we break 17,000, then 16,840 will be the take support. So both the indexes are trading within a box range. Now within there we can get many down moves and many up moves. But now it will be key to see how profitable each of those moves are as an option buyer or the option seller. As long as it stays within this range, you can make a packet from the expire or from the decay of the options. But as an option buyer, you have to see whether it is worth it to take any of the trades within this box range, as they can be very short-lived, or they can take the whole box range encompassment, which is where you make a profit. Now when we come to the quant levels for today, how I will trade it based on both items. On the before we actually go into quant levels, naturally we can go both sides to today, up and down, but naturally there is more resistance to the upside, and it's easier for breakdown to occur. However, I am looking at the box range for only one reason, there is no weakness has not spread across the market, as basically a lot of mid caps and small caps which I bought into yesterday still performed and got 7 to 8% return after quite some time. So there is some strength in the market, and it's not as weak as the headline indexes are showing. So that will be that's one factor to keep an eye on. So we can move both sides. If you're moving within the box trend, then that comes illogical to say we're having a huge down move, huge up move, as that's just within the range. But if we break the box trend at the bottom, then we're gone. If we break the box trend at the top, then we're taking off. Now on the support side, for the quant on the Nifty, 17,070 is number one, 16,920 is the second one, and 16,825 is the third one. Until this the 16,825 breaks on the quant side, I will not worry. We saw that there is 16,840 is the box trend support, and there is a quant support at 16,825. So that box trend support should hold. If it breaks, then we are in for trouble, and 16,710 will be the first target of strategy to take out many more. On the upside, 17,290 to 320 is the first resistance, which is matching with the upper bound of the Nifty's box range, as I shared earlier. Then 17,460 and 17,540. I expect these two, if we have any up move, these two will stop the up move dead in its tracks for today. If we manage to break 17,300 in the box range and 17,320 in the quant support, in the quant resistance. Now when it comes to the bank Nifty on the support side, I expect these two to handle all the problems. As long as we do not break below 36,210 and 35,800 to 35,940, we will be okay. So for me, provided we are trading above 35,800, I'm not going to panic. But if we break below 35,800, then if I have any bullish position in the indexes, at that point I will just cut them and absorb the loss if I'm and go heavily into shorts. However, if I am basically above the zone, then that is why I can create bullish positions if I see any strengths. So if you break this, then 35,600 and 35,150 to 35,330, which is a major support. On the upside, 36,660 to 36,780 is the first quant resistance zone, which is slightly matching with the box range resistance 1 for the first box range, and that was 36,630, and 37,120 is the second resistance zone. So you can see these quants are slightly above the box range resistance, which is why those resistances have caused hell for technical traders in the past 1 to 2 sessions, as there is a quant resistance plus a candle resistance zone there. Then we will break that, 37,470 and 37,950 come into play. That's basically how I'm going to trade today. Basically, the box levels are being supported by the quant levels, so we can take both into account and trade for breakout on either side. As long as you're within the range, I would prefer to do an option sell if you have the money. Thank you for watching, and do like and subscribe to the channel.